Oh, hi there, didn't see you, was just practicing my Frogstand. What's up you guys, welcome to Barrookie. As you may or may not know, I'm a really big fan of handstands, hand balancing exercises, and all of that good stuff. But since my recent injury, I can't really show off or train the handstand all that well. But what I can do is show you a little prerequisite before you can do the handstand, and that is a Frogstand. This is one of the exercises that really builds the foundation for my handstand, because it teaches you how to use your hands to balance back and forth in that Frogstand. Okay, so as you have seen in my handstand tutorial, the way to get into a Frogstand is to place your hands about shoulder width apart, like this. And you don't want to place your hands like flat on the ground and not with your fingers closed, but you want to spread your fingers evenly and only let this part of your hand and the top of your fingers rest on the floor. So you really can balance and like push through your fingers to go back and really push through this part of your hand, I don't know what it's called, to go forward. So if you're going into a Frogstand, just go onto your toes, place your hands as they should be, and then rock forward and place. Okay, and place your knees onto your elbows. Now it looks like this. And if you tumble forward, you push through your fingers. If you tumble backwards, you can just or either recapture or just push more through your wrists actually. Another thing that's very important is don't be afraid to fall over, because when you're doing a Frogstand, your face is not that far off the ground, and the only thing that will hit the ground if you're doing it properly is your forehead, and it can take a beating, trust me. Also, you want to do this in like tall grass, where if you fall on your face or on your head, it will be less damaging, sort of. So I will demonstrate. If you really feel like you're falling, just oops, and then retake. What I really recommend is that you learn this move before you get into the handstand, and really make sure you can hold this one for 60 seconds. It seems like a lot, but trust me, you'll get this. This is a quick process, trust me. I got this one in like 3 or 4 weeks, so with only like 3 days per week practice, so it's going to go fast. If you want something more advanced, try placing your knees onto your triceps. It looks a little bit like this. The reason why this is harder is because more of the weight is higher up there, so you need to balance more. A lot of people have problems with holding the Frogstand for long periods of time because it hurts their wrists a lot, and that is because they have poor wrist mobility and flexibility. What this means is when your wrists are not as mobile, what this means is when your wrists are not that mobile, what happens is you're really straining your wrists. Like if you can only go that way and you really push your body onto your wrist like that, you're really going to stretch your wrists and you're really going to hurt yourself. What I recommend is before you do any Frogstand type of things, just stretch your wrists and warm them up very good. Okay, so as you can see, I have really good wrist mobility. I can stretch my wrists like farther than perpendicular to my underarm. So this is what you also want. Look at least this much, okay? So the way you achieve this is one by stretching like this. So let me show you here on the ground. Let me show you on the floor. So what you do is you go on both knees, place your hands on the floor, and then you go over it and try to stretch your wrists. But you're not going to place your whole body weight on there. You're just gently pushing until you feel a stretch, and you hold this one. You don't have to exaggerate. Flexibility and mobility will come over time, so you don't have to rush this one, because otherwise you'll have pain on your wrists all day long. What I also recommend is rock back and forth like this. This will mimic the balancing act on the handstand, because you're never straight the whole time. You're always constantly balancing with your wrists and with your fingers, so this will mimic that kind of feeling. Okay, you also want to stretch this part just for better mobility, and because otherwise this will get cramped up very tight. This will get cramped up and be very tight, and it will hurt your wrists anyway, so you're better off stretching like this as well. It feels a little bit awkward, but I'm telling you, you really should do this one. And then do wrist circles just to make everything loose again. Let the blood flow through your wrists. And then you're ready to go and do some hand balancing acts. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video on wrist mobility and Frogstand. What I really recommend and hope you do is work on that wrist mobility, and also don't be afraid to fall forward, because you're not going from like 20 feet or like 200 meters. You're not dropping down on your skull. You're just like about this much from the ground, so it's not that hard, it's not that dangerous. So please just try. If you fall down, it's not that hard. Try on grass just to make it easier on yourself. And don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and please subscribe to Barrookie if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll be seeing you all in that next one. Peace!